as if a pass to number 17, DJ Surdock, the sophomore. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Bieber. We're on. There's just no sound. Oh my God, it's terrible. 8 of them.
Hey, I'm Kyle Walters.
This is Dylan Eford with VistaNow live broadcast of the first round playoff game, Dakota Ridge at Mountain Vista. Sorry for the technical difficulties that may have missed the first couple minutes of the game. Quick recap.
Jake Gubbett, he was knocked over.
That penalty is on number 4, Gavin Gines for Dakota Ridge. Now, you may have heard that train honk, or maybe it was a truck. I don't know.
Again, Mount Vista will be trying to set up their offense yet again with Dakota Ridge as a man down. So far, Mount Vista has drawn no penalties which would require them to lose a man, and Dakota has drawn 2. Hello, this is Kyle. Sorry for the lack of audio. We apparently have been muted this whole time. It's just now coming in. We failed to notice the problem as it seemed to be working just fine and we could hear the audio of ourselves. But quite ridiculously, in fact, the entire commentary of that first quarter has disappeared. So I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown. Jake Gubbett, the offensive beast, has made a lot of scores during this game and will definitely be looked to as the offensive player of this game. The lead that Mount Vista has will surely, they hope, to extend and keep Dakota Ridge down on the low. And Dakota Ridge has drawn way more penalties than Mount Vista, 2-0.
The sun setting here behind the mountains on a beautiful Hines Ranch day for a great playoff game, Mountain Vista against Dakota Ridge. 4-1 is the score right now as we head into the second quarter. We'd like to apologize for the confusion we may be causing. It's quite funny, actually. Bunch of confusion. We started out with no audio. We had audio. We don't know what happened. Producers out of whack. I don't know what's happening.
Ryan D. Simone producing and checking up on our sound informed us that we were in fact muted. However, we were not, and I proceeded to falsely inform you guys, which I apologize for.
But now all is running smoothly, and we are happy to have you here on the stream with us on this beautiful, lovely day.
Play is about to commence without a face-off because of the penalty which was drawn last quarter. Very clear, very close,
Very aggressive.
to the start of the next quarter. Therefore, there will be no face-off, and Dakota Ridge will be down a man.
Wow. Incredible.
Jake Ward taking the ball in at the start of this half. Vista just working the ball around. Again, trying to get their defense to run because, as I've explained previously, each new person the ball is passed, the defense has to run extra as they're down a man, can't cover everyone. So they're just really trying to tire out and get some holes into this defense, and which Cam Hancock certainly found, taking a nice shot into the back of that goal.
Kyle,
5-1.
Go ahead and consider that hole poked.
Cam Hancock, the hole poker.
Mountain Vista is actually third in the lacrosse playoff bracket here in Colorado, and Dakota Ridge is 14.
Mount Vista looking very good for the rest of this playoff setting.
The only teams ranked above them are Regis, who killed Legend last week, and Ken Denver. 1-2.
Landon Nolta going in again on this face-off, seeing if he can win it yet again. Landon Nolta jumped the gun there, and therefore it will be Dakota's ball. Dakota just trying to get all their subs on the setup for their offensive possession. Just working the ball around. Trying to set up, get a play going. Maybe dodge. Mr. Eichelman there. Dodging through most of the Mount Vista defense, however, missed a shot on the goal. Again, Dakota trying to set up some kind of play. Looks like a bit of a pick. It seemed that I was wrong. And Eichelman just dodging on his defender. Tries to pass it out.
The Mount
and
Vista
does
defense
successfully.
has grown quite more aggressive as we've seen this quarter advance.
And
The ball is way out and quite speedy too.
their aggression has led to them getting beat a few times now. I don't know if they'll keep up with that same trend. On Vista clearing. Again to Chris Perella, sophomore, who does seem to be picking up a lot of the clears this game. Passing it out and getting a sub off. Cam Brown running down the alley. Trying to set up a pick even. For Jake Govett, who, as we've said multiple times, is one of the main offensive drivers of this Mount Vista team. However, he shoots his ball into the backside of the goal, and Dakota Ridge will now be looking to clear it.
Pardon me for the silence. I am just trying to pull up stats.
The ball taken away handily by Jack McFarland, who's running in pretty hot, looking for a shot almost. Who feeds it?
Jake Govett drops a pass, and that's going out of bounds and will be Dakota's ball.
Joe Corrington there didn't get the lead right on that pass, and whizzed right by Jake Govett's stick. Again, Dakota looking to clear. They haven't done too well on the clear portion of their game, which they have again failed. Jake Govett winning the ball. Mount Vista pulling out to set up and get their subs on. The defender just stumbled. However, Joe Corrington did not take advantage. Joe taking it behind the goal, trying to set up anything. Dodge from behind the goal, however, is repelled. Cam Hancock looking to get a shot, beats his defender and shoots right into the right top corner of the goal. Goalie's stick was close, but up to no avail. That'll make the score 6-1.
Cam Hancock with another goal.
That is his 5th goal of the game, quite impressively, out of the 6 goals of Mount Vista.
Wow. Cam Hancock, a senior.
He, along with Jake Govett, are the 2 most influential offensive players, I think.
Certainly quite dominant out here on the field when we watch.
There's a timeout, most likely by Dakota Ridges. They're looking to come back into this game, make up the difference, and maybe even try to put a whooping on to Mount Vista.
Now, Dakota Ridge is looking pretty scrambly, and I bet if they could, they would wish to unscramble their eggs and get them back to normal.
Now, I expect after the halftime that their eggs would be all unscrambled, as they'll have time to collect, think, and strategize, and I think that Mount Vista needs to be wary of them during the second half.
8 minutes and 53 seconds until halftime.
Mount Vista looking pretty good for this part of their playoff season, but we can only tell at the end of the game.
As the timeout comes to a close, Landon Milton will be facing off DJ Serduk on the east side of the field, ready to get the ball. Simon May on the west side, ready to get it when Landon Milton undoubtedly wins his next face-off.
I don't know about undoubtedly, Dylan. He did lose one to a technicality off the penalty
But
last
in
time
fact,
they faced off.
physically, he had won that.
Physically, he won that due to his jump head start, which is pretty illegal.
So we'll just have to see, huh, Kyle?
Yeah, we'll see if he's learned from his previous mistakes.
Ball's being set. Landon Nolte on the north side.
Nolte wins
As I
it
said,
again.
undoubtedly. I had no doubt at all.
He won it back and took it for himself. He's looking to score even, and it hits the goalie.
Very close.
Nearly goes in, but the goalie's body was just there. Clipped it and sent it off away from goal. Could have been pretty dangerous there for Dakota, but luckily their keeper was in the way of the Nolte shot. Now, that's pretty interesting. Eichelman there just ran through pretty much most of the Mount Vista defense unhindered, and thankfully his shot was blocked, and there's going to be a penalty against Dakota Ridge, their third of the game, while Mount Vista has 0, which will put them a man down, and yet again, I surmise that the Mount Vista offense, will be trying to pass around, wear out their defense, and poke some holes. Cam Hancock, the hole poker himself, will undoubtedly
we can, get some more hole pokers on this offense. We should have a whole bucket of Swiss cheese.
Now, if I had to look for that other hole poker, Dylan, I would have to safely say that it would be Jake Govett.
I would agree with that, Kyle. That is quite a safe assumption to pick.
Jake Govett has gone off, really, his entire season. He's done really well. I believe he's got 35 goals this season, 40% on his shots, which is quite ridiculous.
Ryan Nunes with the ball. Another goal there by Jack McFarland, the junior. That'll be his 21st goal in the season. First goal of the game.
He's got a 25% percentage on his shots, which obviously showed there as he made that one. Again, Dakota will need to really settle down and start thinking real hard on how to best attack Mount Vista. They haven't really had much of a chance to do so as they haven't been on offense, but surely throughout the half and during the intermission they will be talking to their team on how best to go about making up for their loss. Nolte again on the face-off. See if he'll win it this time.
Reese Evans, the freshman on the east side, ready to recover the ball.
Nolte won again.
Wow. Misses a pass. Dakota Ridge is taking it back. Quite speedy this time, which is what they've been missing earlier. And there's a goal. Jonah Horsham misses the save.
That was very well played by Dakota Ridge. The ball was really unsettled. A lot of the middies were already running down the field ready to be on offense. But Reese Evans slipped and couldn't make the catch. And Dakota Ridge just powered on down, fast break. And the back door was wide open for Dakota to get a goal on Jonah Hirschhorn. Nothing much he could do there. That was a really quick passing shot. Couldn't really get set up in time to block that.
Settling down at midfield is Landon Knowlton again for a face-off with Reese Evans once again on the west side to recover. And Blair Ware, the junior, on the other side, the west. Landon Knowlton loses his face-off. Passes dropped by Bedford, the junior.
It's quite
That is Langfield, actually, the junior.
Sorry, I stumbled on my words. I was just so surprised that Landon Nolte lost that ball from pretty much every game I've watched him play. He's not really lost that many, and that quite surprised me.
Eckelman has the ball for Dakota Ridge, passes it around.
He's been showing himself pretty strong.
Around. Kissinger, junior, with the ball, passes it behind. That's Langfield. They can now stop passing. Eckelman with the ball. There's a swim move over. Misses, and that is way out and hits the preschool.
Eckelman is really Dakota's shooter. It seems that every shot has pretty much come from him. They're always looking to give him the ball, and he's always trying to generate something from up top and get a clean shot on goal. So if I were the Mount Vista defense, I would cover him very heavily. Dakota Ridge passing behind the goal.
Kissinger with the ball.
Up against Duncan Cross. Like some pretty solid defense, but lets up.
Kissinger with the goal.
Just as I was talking about that amazing defense by Duncan Cross, he overplayed his man and he cut inside and got a pretty nice close-up shot on Jonah Hirschhorn, who again can't do much. It's a very close proximity shot, so really it's just guessing for him where the ball's going to be placed.
5'11" junior with the score.
Momentum has shifted a bit to favor Dakota. However, they'll need a lot more momentum to get them back from their disparage in score.
Landon Delta with the face-off. Simon May and DJ Surdock ready to take the ball whenever.
On the wings, they'd say.
That is if Landon Delta doesn't take it himself, which it looks like he's going to do. He's looking for a pass to Jake Govett. DJ Surdock looks in for a shot, and he makes the shot, the sophomore.
That was pretty good playing there by Mount Vista. They generate the fast break, pulled a bunch of guys out to the side with Nolta as he took the ball in. And Surdock coming in late. As Nolta pulled the two men, there was no one seemingly covering DJ Surdock, and he got a pretty nice slam dunk there. DJ Surdock again going on the wing with Simon
Ready for
May.
another one.
That was pretty much the stoppage of Dakota's momentum.
That train is brought to a quick, very fierce, and very aggressive stop. The momentum train, that is.
However, Mount Vista seems to be on the crazy train because it don't stop. Now, Nolta did win that,
Great
however,
defense by DJ right there.
Dakota's
Dakota does recover the ball, passing it around some more.
Dakota's men on the wing were quick on the draw as Nolta won that and shoved it up behind him, and there was a Dakota man just sitting there waiting to get it. They scrapped for a bit on the ground ball, but ultimately came up with it.
Senior Arfston with the ball for Dakota Ridge.
Trying to set up someone from up top.
He's prancing around, taking it behind. Passes it to Kissinger with the last goal for Dakota Ridge. Now, that call is being disputed. There was no call on the play, but you can hear the Dakota Ridge fans going, "Hoo-ah," asking for the penalty.
Duncan Cross slapped him pretty immediately upon the back, and no slash was called. I don't think he really warranted it, but
High
Dakota
shot
Ridge
there
obviously
by
thinks so.
Currington, the senior. That would have been his 15th goal had he made it.
Jake Govett on the recovery, taking it in for himself, trying to burn his defender, but gets stopped.
Passes it behind to Currington, who had just missed the goal.
Mount Vista just passing around, getting up top as they always do.
McFarland.
Trying to get a dodge on, get a clean shot.
Great shot there, but even better stop by the goalie, number 27, Goddard. He is a senior.
Now, it seemed there that the Dakota defense kind of just let him run up in there, and it wasn't really playing him too hard, and I think that's got to stop because Mount Vista has quite a few snipers or hole pokers, as we call them, and they need to get a bit more aggressive if they want to stop a few of these shots.
Hole pokers indeed.
Dakota taking it behind, setting up some kind of play. Chris Perella trying to defend.
Evans with the ball.
Evans backs out,
Arfston with the ball again.
setting up top, trying to dodge
That's number 6, Moore. He's knocked over.
by Jack McFarland, playing pretty good defense there, keeping his man at bay as soon as his timeout was called. Dakota Ridge took that timeout. They possessed the ball, and it was a pretty good call to timeout to see if they can get another score off this possession. 4 minutes left in the half. Trying to just, again, make up for the loss that was started in the first quarter. Certainly just trying to get back in the game and get the momentum on their side. And really, just for them, give the ball to Eckelman, who can take some nice shots if left undefended.
As we've all noticed, we've seen quite a few momentum shifts on the offensive side of the ball. Mountain Vista had the early momentum, outscoring them 7-1, but then they had 2 goals in a row, Dakota Ridge, and the momentum shifted back and forth. But as of now, Mountain Vista looks more collected, and I think the momentum is about to really start going for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles.
Both teams I expect to be playing hard. As in the case of Mountain Vista, they try to extend their lead and make sure that Dakota Ridge can't come back on them, and for Dakota Ridge to get out of that said depression.
Three minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the half. Quite a great game so far. Battle of the Eagles for a second round playoff. Again, the winner of this game will be going to face the Arapahoe Warriors, a quite stellar team, but they in fact had lost to Mountain Vista last week.
This has been quite a battle indeed, though the score may not show so. I think both teams are pretty well evenly matched talent-wise. I think Mountain Vista has just set up a few more better plays and got a few more better opportunities to take some nice shots and really poke some holes. Dakota Ridge taking it in. Again, trying to most likely run the play that they just set up during that timeout. Moving with purpose. Trying to dodge on Duncan Cross. And that was a pretty incredible goal there. However, it was counted as no goal as he was in the crease when he made that shot. It would have been pretty incredible, but Duncan Cross got his hands on him and shoved him right into the crease. And the ball is cleared by Jonah Hirschhorn, given to Jake Ward, the freshman. Dakota's defense isn't playing very far out at all. Not even attempting to get on Jack McFarland. Now, as I say that, he does go out and will probably get beat, honestly. Which he did, however, his backup man came in and saved him. Great pass out. He drew another man, but Cam Hancock just couldn't get a good shot there. Cam Hancock running behind the goal, looking for a pass. Jack McFarland trying to dodge yet again. Yet again, pulling 2 men. Someone has to be open. Jake Ward trying to dodging, get a shot. Ooh. That was a great shot there by Ryan Nunes.
Recovers the ball.
Ryan Nunes hit the top right-hand pipe of the goal, almost nearly going in. It's quite an incredible shot.
Number 10 for the Dakota Ridge Eagles. Bedford trying to instigate a fight with Jake Govett.
I can see why he'd want to do that, as Jake Govett is one of their main offensive damage dealers.
Probably a little jealous.
Probably, but we won't hold that against him. Jake Govett is pretty awesome. Mount Vista took that timeout as they possessed the ball. And again, that's pretty much all they've seemed to be taking timeouts for, to just set up their plays. They get the ball on offense. It's not really settled. The coach doesn't like it. Calls timeout. Sets up a pretty good play. And they try and work with it. Usually does pretty well for them. Timeout over. Mount Vista looking to get anything set up. Ball's being given to Jack McFarland up
2
top.
minutes and 29 seconds in the half. 25 seconds.
Jack trying to isolate his man and beat him, which he does not. It's pretty good defense there by Dakota Ridge.
Ball's going around behind the goal. Looking for a shot
Takes one, but it was a very low angle shot.
by the junior Jack McFarland.
There was a great hustle there by Cam Hancock to get that ball and save it for his team. Jack McFarland taking it in. Just kidding. It's Cam Hancock. Another pipe shot. That's 2 pipe shots. This one for Ryan Nunes, the senior.
Ball going back our way, but we recover it. That is Matt Potvin, the junior.
Handily cleared by Mount Vista. Cam Hancock trying to beat his man there. Almost did for a second, but the Dakota defenseman recovered. And there was a pretty good looking dodge by Jake Ward. Kind of just blew past his man and takes his shot, hits the outside of the goal. It gets pushed down, which should be called, and is.
It had appeared to be a goal, but in fact it went behind the goal. Quite peculiar. Confused some of our fans, as it confused me.
Yeah, Jake had a low angle shot. He hit the outside. Joe Corrington looking to dodge, burn his man. However, doesn't, gets pushed back out to the edges, and then beats his man.
Wide open, almost.
Wait for a shot, but drops it. Pretty good teamwork there for Dakota Ridge. Always sliding and helping out their guys that are getting beaten on these offensive dodges.
Whistle blown with 1 minute and 3 seconds in the half.
There seemed to be a penalty on the other side of the field from where the ball was. Maybe some kind of fight or aggravation.
And as we head into halftime, we'd just like to thank anyone who's tuning in, making this all possible. We do it for you guys. Keep you guys updated on Mountain Vista.
A slash on the opposite side of the ball, which seems to be pretty illegal to me. There's a minute left in this half. I will try to do something with that minute, surely.
Maybe trying to widen the gap between scores, which would always be valuable.
Jake Govett picked up that ground ball. However, he got knocked out.
Falls it out of bounds, takes it in.
Jake Govett has won 31 ground balls this season.
What an impressive stat.
Dakota Ridge looking to clear this ball, which they haven't done very successfully so far this game. It looks like he almost got pushed out. Jake Govett loses his stick over the midfield and can't recover it, so he runs off to get a sub on. Doesn't really matter as the clock is winding down. 10 seconds. Dakota Ridge looking to do something in these few seconds. Trying to dodge on Simon Mather.
Great defense. Very aggressive, and that is chopped up, and that is half. The Golden Eagles hold a comfortable 5-point lead over the Dakota Ridge Eagles.
Sorry for saying that Jake Govett's stick, he lost his stick. It actually indeed broke. Unbeknownst to me, it snapped in half. How that happens, I wouldn't really know. But after this half, we'll get back to you.
That's why it's always good to have a backup stick or two in your lacrosse bag. Up here in the broadcast room, we have 5 people working on this. We got Ryan DeSimone as the producer and Alex Pang as the student producer. And then we have Kyle Walters and Dylan Eford on commentary and play-by-play. And we got Jason Muhlenberg running the camera. We'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy this next half of great fights, offense and defense here, varsity lacrosse. Now, during halftime, we can notice that there is a little party going on in the parking lot for the graduating seniors of Mountain Vista, class of 2018. Very happy that their school year has finally come to an end. They have finished their school year today, actually. Over there, they look like they got a bunch of snacks and they're tailgating and enjoying a nice afternoon here at Shea Stadium with this beautiful weather and a Mountain Vista lacrosse game. Playoff battle against Dakota Ridge. We'll be right back.
Minute left in this half.
Time.
So after this half, I expect fully that Dakota Ridge doesn't look so confused and really just set up for this next half as they calm down, got a break, got to talk about it, and got to discuss their strategies against Mount Vista.
And for those of you who are just now tuning in, for a quick recap, the score is 8-3, 5-minute buffer, or 5-score buffer for Mountain Vista. Many momentum shifts have gone back and forth. Mountain Vista holding the more powerful momentum as they are the ones who continuously score regularly without any breakage. Dakota Ridge, their scoring is far and few between, with only 3 points in the first half, not even half of Mountain Vista's score.
This game will surely be shaping up to be pretty good this second half, as both teams have studied how each other play and have attempted to discuss such things with their teams and attempt to counter.
At home today, Mountain Vista, here at Shea Stadium, lovely Highlands Ranch afternoon. Mountain Vista is actually 5-2 at home, so maybe we can make it 6-2 tonight. One more thing about Mountain Vista being ranked so high in the state, they actually have their biggest win was against Prairie View in March 16th, 14-1.
This team averages 10 goals a game, which is pretty interesting, seeing their schedule that they played.
Quite a tough schedule, Kyle.
Not easy teams they played, and averaging 10 goals a game is pretty impressive. Right now they're at 8, so it seems like they'll beat that average.
Many of the teams that Mountain Vista has played, they have either really been contested with or they've won, and some of those teams are even playoffs teams this season.
Yeah, still, and there's no real in-between. They either completely destroy one team or have a real struggle with another. Landon Nolta taking this face-off at the start of the half. It's quite a fight for it, and Nolta wins again. Looking to pick it up. Dakota Ridge trips, and therefore the ball will go to them as such.
Of course.
Dakota Ridge looking like they have some kind of purpose this half. Obviously a pep talk game plan from their coach.
As he throws it out of bounds.
There was a failed scoop there. It happens a lot.
But as you were saying, Kyle, I can see some big purpose on Dakota Ridge's side as they come out striking against the Mountain Vista defense. Quite in there with some power and speed and a little bit of finesse as well, I must say. Wide open pass.
Bit of a botched clear there, however. Mountain Vista did attempt to, well, not attempt, but successfully pull it out. Jake Ward, the freshman, now with the ball. Running in behind the goal. Trying to juke out his defender. Oh, which he did. However, he rolled back. Jukes him again. Jake Ward trying to start up something from behind the goal. Jake Govett. That was a great, quick little feed there by Ryan Nunes to Jake Govett. Jake Govett with a nice backdoor score.
Another goal for the senior. Delaware commit.
Jake Govett has really gone ham this season, as we've discussed before. He's a senior, committed to Delaware. 40% on his shots are made. And that seems to be his 36th goal of the season.
Now, of course, that percentage has been raised since this game has begun. And that'll just be more impressive for his stat line.
Nolta again on the face-off. The main and only face-off guy so far this game.
Jay Govett coming off a couple of great games. His game against Highlands Ranch, he had 9 goals in one game, which is about how many goals we have right now.
Jake Govett coming off of a great season.
Very great season, Kyle.
All of his seasons, in fact.
Great battle for the ball there at the face-off.
Yeah, again, both teams really fighting hard at the beginning of this half.
Dakota Ridge with an impressive bounce pass over there. He's taking it on the south side. Hopefully trying to get a goal on the all-protecting Jonah Hirschhorn.
All protecting, indeed. Dakota just passing back and forth, trying to poke some holes, but they don't have the master hole pokers. And the ball is dropped and successfully recovered by Jack Lindauer. However, it was picked off by Eckelman, who's trying to run against DJ Surdock. Gets a shot on goal, but again, the all-defending Jonah Hirschhorn saves that one. There was a drop pass to Chris Prella.
It's recovered, taking it back behind the goal.
Mount Vista not looking as solid on these clears as they did the first half.
Dakota Ridge has also stepped up on their defensive side as well, as you can see there.
Cam Hancock running behind. A nice pick by Jake Govett.
Mountain Vista returns with the ball. That's a pass to Ryan Nunes.
Again, trying the
Jake
same.
Govett has it. Very physical player as well. You can see he's been hit many times right there. And he hasn't gone down or dropped the ball at all.
Nunes trying the same feed to Jake Govett as the previous goal. Same players, same strategy. Just a nice quick little flip right next to the goal.
Jack McFarland with the ball.
Tries
a shot and it is out of bounds.
It's a pretty interesting shot there. Not very.
The senior Currington. Fast passes there. Keeping the ball moving.
Working this defense. Again, trying to poke some holes.
Jake Ward with the ball.
Jake Ward's been trying to put his moves onto anybody and everybody this game.
That's one of the things I like most about Jake Ward. He's a very diverse player. He's got a lot of moves, but he's also got a lot of power in his shots.
He's a small guy, and he's not afraid to go up against any of these seniors and juniors who would undoubtedly lay him out if given the chance.
And that shows why he's a 11-goal freshman on varsity.
Really impressive by Jake Ward. Cam Hancock just completely just juked out his main man who was defending him. But had to pull out because his backup was already on the way. Jake Govett trying to start something from behind the goal. And gets a nice quick pass to Jack Lindauer, who's double teamed and drops the ball. Jake Ward coming in there, scooping it up real nice. However, there seemed to be a late hit there by Jack McFarland. And the ball will now be turned over to Dakota Ridge. Trying to get better on their clear job. Their clears, not so well this game. However,
it's a spin move down. Looking for a pass. Passes it up. Another pass. That is to Evans. Evans with the ball. He's running it in. Looks for a shot. Blocked and recovered by Mountain Vista. DJ Surdock with the recovery offer after Jonah Hirschhorn's block. And they have the ball again. That's Villamaria for the Eagles. Pass behind the goal. Almost taken away. Jonah Hirschhorn could not get the block up close. Penalty flag is thrown there.
As has been seen this whole game, pretty much all of Dakota Ridge's goals have been on just quick little flips, close-up shots. And again, Jonah can't really do anything about that. It's really on the defense to get their sticks up, swat down those passes, and just play their guys really well. Score is 9-4 Mountain Vista. 5-point lead. Looking to hold on to that throughout the next quarter. 7 minutes in this third quarter. And Landon Nolta down, ready to take the face off. Nolta wins it out. No one there stopping. Passed out to Jake Govett, one of their main offensive starters. Hole poker.
Hole poker indeed. Another amazing shot.
And another great
walking off like it was nothing.
Poked.
That's a snipe right there. What a hole poker.
Ryan Nunes, my main man, a senior, with his 10th goal of the season. He's got a 47% on his shots. It's quite impressive. Almost 50% of his shots are made.
Another one of the fantastic and many hole pokers for Mountain Vista's offense.
Yes, quite indeed. Malta again just ready to take this face off as he has the entire game. He's taking every single one. One all but two, I believe. Getting down to win another one, hopefully.
Still quite an impressive game for Nota, with his own goal right off the win-up face-off.
That was Nolta's second goal of the season, which I'm sure will not be missed by many. He wins it out handily. Trying to start up something, maybe score another goal.
Oh, Jake Govett misses a low pass.
And also with the low pass, if that pass had been a bit higher, Jake Govett could have easily gotten a nice quick little flip into the goal. However, it was not destined to be so. Dakota trying to clear.
That is Eckelman with the ball, junior.
Dakota trying
Arson
to
again with the ball.
start up something.
One of the more powerful attackmen on Dakota Ridge's side. Passing around behind. That one's going to go to Kissinger. Out to Ickelman again.
No dodge attempts by Dakota Ridge until now, which Eckelman didn't take at all.
There's another set of brothers on the Dakota Ridge team. The two Eckelmans. Both playing quite well so far this game. Thus being down.
One Eckelman on attack and one on defense.
Villamaria passes it out
Chris Barella playing real aggressive defense.
against Evans.
Stays with him and forces him behind the goal.
Kissinger takes the ball up behind the goal, looking for a pass.
Looking for a dodge, I'd say, rather, on Duncan Cross.
Spinning around. He wants a goal, I can tell.
Duncan Cross not
Passes
making
it
the
out,
same
however.
mistake as he did last in the game against the same man, Evans.
Dakota Ridge has taken around 2 minutes to move this ball around and find out the holes in this defense.
DJ Sardock just sticking with this man there. A play is trying to be set up. But Dakota Ridge is forced out. Eckelman taking it. He is the main shooter of that team. And it bounces and goes wide. And it looks like Duncan Cross with the amazing hustle to go and get that ball back.
Great effort there. I love to see that in high school athletics. Effort being put in to support one's team and one's community.
Clearly took that attackman off guards by just sprinting up, coming up behind him, and taking that ball for his own.
Jake Ward, the freshman, with the ball, running down the field quite quick.
He is a quite quick man. A freshman, of
The
course.
powerful winds are starting to blow in here at Shea Stadium.
Maybe it'll affect the trajectory, the parabolas of these balls as they're flying in midair.
Pardon the noise if the wind interferes with our microphones at all.
There's a botch pass, but Jack Crum has it. Not even an attempt to go and contest that by Dakota Ridge. I think they're just playing defensive to just try and get the ball back with as little risk as possible to stop their disparage of goals getting too large, trying to make up for their difference. Mount Vista just trying to work this ball around. Cam Hancock, the main hole poker for this Mount Vista team, trying to set up something, but it just wasn't there.
You can see the wind gusting through the players' pants and jerseys, which I would say Mount Vista has the better of, with the all-white Stormtrooper look.
This is a good-looking attempt to get a nice pass from Joe Corrington, a nice little feed, quick shot dump. And he does get a nice
Jake
quick
Govett.
shot dump to Jake Govett.
Jake Govett with the bounce shot, rather. Quite an impressive goal there. Another one that shall not be replicated in this game. What an amazing star.
Jake Govett with the hat trick this game. Surely going fire. He's doing very well. It's quite clear to see why he's been committed to the University of Delaware. Landon Nolta, again, going down, ready to fight for this face-off, and hopefully win it, which he does, yet again. Passes it back to Jonah Hirschhorn.
The goalie with that ball.
Duncan Cross trying to get a pass out to anywhere. However, he has no options. Jonah now has it.
Many passes there. Tried to knock it. Knocks the ball loose, but Mount Vista overall recovers.
That looked like a pretty illegal hit there, but was not called.
I do agree with that, Kyle.
Oh,
Both the teams are getting a little bit more aggressive than smart here, and I think both teams need to regain composure if either one wants to stay in this game fairly.
some kind of call there. Looked like offsides. Which is pretty interesting. That's quite a beginner mistake to make. Dakota Ridge with an overshot pass there. Our attackman trying to pick it up.
Whistle blown.
Ball given to Jack McFarland, who's looking to set it up. However, waits on his subs coming in. Pass it over to Jake Ward. Again, trying to dodge quick. Gets a little dump, but just couldn't be caught.
Quite aggressive play.
Looks like a timeout was called. Most
2
likely
minutes
by
and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Score is now 11-4. Dakota Ridge with the timeout.
Dakota Ridge just trying to stop the momentum there for a second and regroup, get their thoughts together. Really just try and think up something to get them out of this difference in scores. Timeout breaking up. Dakota Ridge, I expect to see with some new ignited fire and passion to at least do something to this Mount Vista team. Now, Mount Vista is broken up out of their timeout much earlier than Dakota Ridge. I assume that is because Mount Vista knows what they're doing. They're quite confident, feeling good, but that can change at any moment. Score could just go up like that.
And as the score deficit is at 7 points right now, Mount Vista's feeling a little bit comfortable, and that's great, but you should never feel too comfortable, especially in a game such as Lacrosse, when goals can happen in an instant.
Lacrosse is a quick game, and indeed,
So we'll move there.
there's a flag thrown, multiple. Why that is, I don't know. It seems to be on Mount Vista. That's why they throw their man over the line, which would normally be illegal, but since the flag was already down, it's waved off. So they're pulling a guy off for an offside, which is rather odd. Not for when he went over the second time, apparently, when he just went to go and play and hit some guys. 40 seconds for offside is quite odd. No doubt Dakota Ridge will try to do something, but the all-covering Jonah Hirschhorn sends that ball to the moon with his amazing goalie skills. Dakota Ridge, however, recovered, and be trying to work it around. Now, Dakota Ridge is pulling one of their players out of this play, and thus pulling out DJ Surdock to hopefully get some more attempts and shots on goal and open men.
Dakota just brought up the hustle.
Jonah Hirschhorn, all covering. Wow.
Way out.
Eckelman with that last shot there went out, recovered by Dakota, but Jonah Hirschhorn really saving the ball and saving this team another score against them.
At this point in the game, the momentum is shifting too much to call it to one side. It's a quite even battle right now.
The penalty's now been released, and both sides are now even. Dakota Ridge, Eckelman trying to dodge in from up top against Jack McFarland, who's just unyielding, however gets burnt. And Jonah
Great
Hirschhorn,
stop.
all covering. I'm
Keeping that ball
silent.
in for Mountain Vista.
Ooh, there was a great swap by Eckelman there on the clear, and might just get a free shot because of it, and makes
He
it.
does. Makes that shot with 27.3 seconds left in the third quarter. That'll bring the score to 11-5.
That was very impressive by Eckelman. Swats down the ball in the clear, gets a nice shot on Jonah. Jonah, the all covering, cannot cover a ball that is just from man wide open right in front of him. Not his
huddle,
fault.
taking place there on the side.
But,
And I think that's to regain Mountain Vista's composure in this game and get us back to the dominant force we were earlier.
The plot thickens in this amazing game. 30 seconds left in this quarter. And Nolta will be taking the face-off. Nolta won again, getting double teamed and just still carrying it through. However, gets whacked and is down for the count, it seems. Just kidding, he got back up after wincing in pain. He's just crouching, just not feeling very good at all. He seems hurt, which is very disastrous for this Mountain Vista team, as he is their main face-off guy.
Very disastrous indeed. Mountain Vista has decent face-off, otherwise of Landon Nolta, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out if he doesn't come back into this game.
Nolta wins 65% of his face-offs and is now seemingly down for the count. The plot, yet again, thickens. This plot is as thick as a bowl of oatmeal.
Maybe even thicker, Kyle.
Maybe even we'll just have to wait it out and see
I
after
agree.
this timeout.
13.2 seconds left in the whole quarter. And we'll fly into the fourth quarter, which everyone knows is the most definitive and important quarter in most any sport.
Now, Dakota is, by all means, not out of this game yet. They can easily make up 6 points in overtime and win. They just need to get that drive, get these good looks going, and really just fight. And the same is exactly true for Mount Vista. They just need to keep fighting through this pain and the loss of Landon Nolta. Hopefully it's not too grievous and he'll come back in, but he seems to be standing at the end of the bench, bending over in pain constantly. Must have got hit in the stomach during that tussle for the ball. Jake Govett starting off with the ball. Just kidding. Here's Cam Hancock. The hole poker himself. He just scores an amazing snipe. Oh my god.
Amazing snipe there by the hole poker on Mountain Vista's offense. Insane. Oh my god.
That was an amazing snipe by the poker of holes, Cam Hancock.
Consider it Swiss, Kyle.
Now, this entire team, Dakota, has turned into Swiss cheese. There's too many hole pokers. Too many holes have been poked. And now, Dakota is left with nothing but cheddar cheese to fix their Swiss cheese. And they'll be attempting to fix their mangled cheese.
Mountain Vista Swiss cheesing on these boys.
But yet again, they may have been Swiss cheesed, but they can still come back quite easily. Now, Nolta was back in there and still looks to be in pain.
Wow, that is going out. End of the third quarter, heading into the fourth. Should be a good quarter, guys. Stay tuned for more.
I am currently in disbelief at Cam Hancock's goal. He took that from about 20 yards out. A real snipe. And that was just incredible. It's probably one of the best goals I've seen this game, especially by Cam Hancock.
Put that on the highlight reel.
Cam Hancock, again, one of the major offensive players. Him and Jake Govett both have scored undoubtedly the majority of the goals in this game. Cam Hancock, that being his 38th goal of the season. He's got a 35% average, which just went up, obviously, at the sight of that amazing snipe. And stay tuned for the rest of this pretty cool game. Dakota, this quarter, will be driving very hard to come back from their loss, as they have been this whole game, but doubly so now, as they only have one quarter to come back and contest this game. Nolta, back on the face-off. I'm concerned. He was seemingly in quite a lot of pain, doubling over many a time in the last 5 minutes, really. And to take this face-off is very valiant of him.
This would be the quarter to watch, Kyle. That's what I gotta say.
Well, I'd argue that every quarter is a quarter to watch, especially during the regional playoffs.
Of course. First round, of course.
First round. Great round, more like.
Yeah, I agree.
Nolta trying to win this.
And he does with ease. He slips out of there like a butter on more butter.
Great analogy.
Think came up with it myself.
I can tell.
Jake Gubbert with the ball, running around behind.
Trying to set up something. Maybe dodge, maybe pass it out. Only time will tell. He seems to have chosen to dodge. And dodge he will indeed. However, Dakota just keeps up with him. And Mount Vista will just be passing around. Giving it to Jake Ward, who breaking ankles yet again. Great pass there. And look to Cam Hancock, the hole poker himself. However, the ball goes just on the outside of the goal. And a botch clear. The pass went too far out of the Dakota's
Clear by the goalie there.
stick. And Mount Vista seems to have a pretty good chance of scoring here. And Jake Gubbert again.
Wow.
His favorite backdoor score. That is his third backdoor score of this game. Man, the backdoor scorer and the hole poker, man, they make such a great dynamic duo.
That's why Mountain Vista has one of the best scoring offenses in Colorado Lacrosse this season. Quite an impressive team to watch, and certainly a fun team to watch with some of the more impressive shots we've seen, the behind the back and the backdoor scores and the bounce shots, of course, have all been great to watch and even better to play, I'm sure.
Nolta taking the face-off, wins again, however, loses sight of the ball. And throws it out to his guy, who gets it. Dakota trying desperately to most likely go real hard and try and score.
Missed shot there with the stick block.
Quite a rush shot, as they really need to make a lot of shots in no time.
Jack Lindauer passes that ball away to
Duncan
Cross.
Cross. Duncan Cross doing pretty well this game. Playing great defense. Now there's a long stick trying to
Lane with the ball.
get some scores, get some offense going. Jukes his guy handily, but can't do anything with it, and the ball is knocked out of his stick out of bounds. Dakota Ridge trying to clear this ball, as they have not been so successful at so far. However, this time they are. Trying to generate a fast break. Again, really looking for goals. Quick ones, in fact. But the defense is now set. And have no chance at such.
The ball's being passed around quite a bit. They're ringing around the rosy, as I like to call it.
Their pockets, however, full of L's, it would seem.
Kyle, I do agree with that. Mountain Vista has been showing the dominant force. The momentum shift is quite often, but the Mountain Vista is doing better.
I feel you,
There,
Dylan.
guys.
they're doing better on offense and defense. Most definitely, Jonah Hirschhorn has been doing a lot for this Mount Vista team. Sorry for the cutout there. And as he made that great save, the great cover of the goal.
And
Jake Govett.
when it comes to games like this, all close and more intense, it really comes down to which team wants it more and which team's been working harder. And I know that Mountain Vista has been working their rumps off this season and the off season before. Each and every player getting in the weight room, going to practices and showing up, getting the classroom time in. Just really impressive commitment there.
Yes, that for me really makes up for the difference in effort and really outcomes here. 8 minutes 30 seconds left in this quarter. A missed shot by there. Excuse me. A missed shot there by Eckelman. Goes out. Dakota Ridge
Bounces out, rather.
takes it back in.
Passing it around more. Dakota Ridge has the slower style of offense, and Mountain Vista has the clustered offense. However, it works for them.
There's a nice trail check there. However, there was a push on Mountain Vista, it seems. And the ball will go back to Dakota Ridge. Now, at the start of this quarter, it looked like Dakota Ridge was going to go real hard, real quick, real aggressive. Just try and get some quick goals in. And really make up for their lack of goals in the previous quarters. However, they seem to slow it down, realize that going too fast isn't very beneficial, and slowing down will yield a greater amount of goals.
Now, as I was saying, with the style of offense, as Kyle was saying, he expected it to shift on Dakota. However, they're playing more organized, more circular, slower patterns, and Mountain Vista has the intense. They kind of look like a beehive. It's organized chaos, but it's working for them, as we can tell by the scoreboard, 13-5, 8-point lead.
That chaos really does a lot to confuse their defense, and that's why Jake Gilva has been able to score a lot. Those backdoor scores, no one's been covering him because they've been too busy sliding, getting on men who have been beat, and covering for their guys that just cannot cover by themselves. And that's just allowed Jake Gilva to amass a wealth of scores. It's a good clear there, great spin by Reese Evans, freshman. Successful clear down to Jake Govett, who's running it behind the goal.
7 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Vista just getting some subs on. Joe Corrington just chilling with the ball, waiting for these subs and waiting for the Mountain Vista offense to set up. Pardon the train there going. Wah.
Actually, Kyle, that is a truck up on the hill. What a dip wad. Really cool dude there.
There was a really good shot there by Jack McFarland, but missed just a bit of where he was trying to place it. The Dakota's goalie,
impressive pass there.
Sniping that
Winds on the
pass.
shot, misses it wide left of Jonah Hirschhorn's reach.
Ball seemed to release a bit early from Mr. Langfield's stick there and just sent it wide. Vista's now just trying to clear. Oh, working it up the field easily, and not a lot of contention, which really there should be, as Dakota really needs to ride hard on these clears to get the ball back and score. Cam Hancock, the whole poker themselves, takes a shot
out of bounds
and misses. Seems to be going Mount Vista though. It's Cam Brown, freshman, great hustle. Just dumps it off immediately to Jake Govett, who will try and dodge behind the goal. However, pulls out, gives it to Jake Ward. Surprising he didn't go for a little juke there, as that is his preferred tactic. And a great save there by the Dakota Dakota goalie. And Dakota will be looking to clear. Mountain Vista fighting hard for that ball, and again, fighting hard is really determining the outcome of this game.
The ball is knocked out, but picked up in stride, and another goal.
The whole poker himself, Cam Hancock. He's just going ham this game, poking too many holes.
Going ham cock, I would say.
Yes, sir, indeed. Too many holes have been poked. Pretty soon, there will seemingly be no more holes left to poke.
That's his 5th goal in this game. He attests for almost 1/3 of our total goals in this whole entire game, and most of the goals this quarter. All the goals this quarter.
Cam
Most of those
Hancock
this half.
has surely risen his shot percentage to making 40% of his shots.
Is there anything he cannot do? He picks that ball up in stride and goes in and scores with no problem.
What a man. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this final fourth quarter. Nolta
Great
again on the
fourth
face-off. After being seemingly injured during the third quarter, back. What a trooper. Really devoting himself to this team, and however lost it for the 4th time this game.
That ball is way out of reach of the pass, and that one goes out and hits the fence over there.
Now Landon Nolta has won 15 out of 19
Wow,
face-offs this game.
that's crazy.
It's very impressive. And a nice pass up there to Chris Barella, who should be bowling through Dakota's defender there. And just shakes that little shove. However, great stick there by the Dakota defense. Ryliv Fisher there with his stick, knocking that ball down. And a pretty illegal takeaway there. Tripped him up, hit him on the head.
I didn't know we were playing basketball here. What a flop there. Call him James Harden.
There may have been a flop, but no matter what, it was called on Luke Brown.
What's
Jr.
called is called. We got to be good sportsmen. Got to have good sportsmanship no matter what. Yeah, that's what high school sports are all about.
I'm just now down a man. Now, with 5 minutes left, Dakota should be going really hard here. Really just trying to make up as many goals as they can in as little time as possible. Especially with a man down. They'll be looking to force a few passes, a few shots. And really just try and go hard. And they are passing a lot, making the defense run, but a botched pass.
For anyone just not joining us towards the end of the game, 4 minutes and 35 seconds left with the score being a 9-point deficit, 14-5, Mountain Vista in the favor of winning. Quite a great game so far. We're in the 4th quarter. Thank you for coming out and watching. Make sure to tune in later on. Many penalty flags are being thrown. 3 or 4 I saw on that play.
It seems that they were called upon Dakota Ridge.
Dakota Ridge has lost some of their integrity and is starting to just hit because they want to hit, because they feel bad about themselves.
They're really going for those highlight hits because it seems that they've lost all heart in winning. And really just have given up so much that they just devote their time to, just trying to look good, get flashy. And it obviously didn't help them out there in their situation. Now Dakota will be down a man with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Blake Hamilton, the sophomore, taking the ball in from up top. Most likely just trying to pass it around wherever the defense as they have this whole time. And give it to their local friendly neighborhood hole poker. And make a nice shot. Dakota Ridge is looking quite bad for the rest of this game. They really need to go hard and go fast right now if they want to have any chance at coming back and getting back into this playoff game.
Now, with this being a playoff game, obviously the emotions are run high, and everyone really wants to win this game. But it's going to show up here in the 4th quarter, as I said earlier. Whoever puts in the more effort and tries, they're really going to come out on top. And right now, I do see that as Mountain Vista. Dakota Ridge has started to give up on their playing smart and well. They're kind of just going for the aggressive, mean hits now, as they think that they're out of this game, when in fact they're not really quite out.
However, those aggressive hits are quite beneficial in their situation, as they really need to get possessions back, and going for those hits and some of those flashy plays will help out their situation. However, I think they're going a bit overboard.
That is true, Kyle. I agree with that statement 100%.
All they need right now is possessions and good looks to get some scores on. And there's just another flag for seemingly no reason to me, at least. And it will be on Mountain Vista. However, Dakota Ridge is still down a man, so the penalties will equal out. And
Looking for a shot, and
Eckelman.
he does get it.
Eckelman got triple team there. Fed it to man right next to the goal. Again, as has been consistent throughout this game. Jonah Hirschhorn has only been scored on through really close, uptight, quick shots on him.
Mountain Vista just barely doubling Dakota Ridge's score, bringing it 14-6. Golden Eagles on top. I guess that's why we are golden and they are just Eagles. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this fantastic fight of a game. The battle of the Eagles for second round playoff, as we like to call it. Excuse me.
Nolta on the face off again. He's taken every single face off, won most of them, and seems to be a timeout called.
It is 8:11 p.m. here at Shea Stadium as a cool breeze blows through, soothes out the players, I would see, and goalies are moving around. Jonah Hirschhorn takes the. Oh, that is not Jonah Hirschhorn.
That's actually Garrett Breeling, the senior, second string goalie.
Garrett Breeling getting in there with some practice shots with his coach. Blocks his first one, quite impressive. But this night is slowly dying down in temperature and rising up in emotions.
Yes, I'd have to say so. Dakota Ridge is really gotten a lot more aggressive. Again, really just trying to possess the ball, take the ball away from Mount Vista, and attempt to get their offense going, get the ball at least onto Mount Vista's side, and start something up. 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Dakota Ridge's situation is looking pretty grim, but they can come out of this if they really search deep within themselves and Mount Vista grows lax, as they might. Lax, not as in lacrosse, but as in relaxed.
Ah. I'm excited to see how this one turns out. I do believe that the Golden Eagles will come out victorious, but I'd like to see how the rest of the quarter plays out and how the players interact with each other and just see how the fans leave the stadium.
Hopefully both teams keep it clean and just play really hard. If both teams are playing their hardest, should turn out to be a pretty good few minutes before this game's end.
Has been a quite entertaining game so far, though, Kyle. While the score looks one-sided, it has totally not been one-sided game. We just have the hole pokers, as we've said, on offense that they are missing. And, of course, they are also missing a great face-off man there with Jonah, or not Jonah, Landon Nolta.
Landon Nolta. Jonah Hirschhorn being the goalie, in fact, not the face-off man.
Quite the opposite of the spectrum there, actually.
Just taking it in. Seems like they'll just be winding down the clock, trying to go for, you know, some cool plays, maybe some flashy plays, just to have a bit of fun. And they're definitely going to slow it down as much as they can, because there's no reason to push it or rush it. They undoubtedly have the lead.
And as any team would, they're definitely going to be trying their hardest at this point in the season because the seniors are already graduating high school, and this could possibly be their last time playing lacrosse. So they're kind of just trying to have fun, but overall definitely get as far as they can in the season and over the postseason, as we are seeing today.
Dakota Ridge just released their penalty. The teams are now even. Hopefully that'll allow Dakota Ridge to stick to their guys, get real aggressive, and try to get the ball back for them, and possess it, shoot it, score, win maybe even. But that, however, seems unlikely.
This season, Mountain Vista's overall overhanging goal has been to reach the state championship game and overall win that there for Coach Herman. Out of respect for him, he's been one of the greatest coaches Mountain Vista's ever seen, and they really just want to get there for him. And there's another goal that's going to help him get there. 15-6 now the score.
Great goal by Blake Hamilton, a sophomore. Doing very well for himself. That was a great feed from behind the goal, and again, just as they have been doing all game, it's just a nice quick flip and up close, quick shot. Not much the goalie could do. Nolta is not on the face-off for once in this game. It is Mason Keller, the senior, the backup face-off man.
Mason Keller, also quite the athlete here for Mountain Vista.
Hopefully he'll be able to win this one. Looks like there was no real clear winner of that. The ball just kind of got sucked out to the side. However, Mountain Vista did pick it up. And there's a flag, a slash on number 18 for Dakota Ridge. So now, Mountain Vista will overthrow pass. But really, on this possession, minute and 10 left, they're just going to be running the clock down, looking for a quick, easy little snipe, maybe another hole poke by Cam Hancock, or a backdoor score from Jake Covett. The clear MVPs of this game, of course, being Jake Covett, Cam Hancock, and Landon Nolta, as well as, let's not forget, Jonah Hirschhorn, making some incredible saves.
And now, Kyle, I think this game's been one of the more entertaining games of the whole season for Mountain Vista for us to watch and talk over.
I totally agree. This game seems one-sided in the score, however, in reality, isn't that so?
It's been quite entertaining seeing the physical prowess of each side going back and forth at each other in the Battle of the Eagles here on a nice Thursday afternoon.
The real defining factor that allowed Mountain Vista to win, as we've said, the talent is there on both teams. However, the drive has definitely been there more for one team than another, and that team would be the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles, who now, with 40 seconds left in this quarter, just working it around.
Clock ticking down.
A shot hit the pipe from Caden Strassheim.
Barely missed. Still our ball.
And
penalty there.
There was a penalty there for seemingly no reason.
I believe that may have been another flop, but we will never know until it's called, Kyle.
It was a slash on Dakota Ridge.
There's a slash on 11, Blake Hamilton, the sophomore. We thought it was a call on Mountain Vista because the Dakota Ridge player had ended up on the ground.
In fact, no one thought that but yourself, Dylan. You're completely wrong. There's 22 seconds left, and Dakota Ridge will be down a man for the rest of this game. So, no doubt Mountain Vista will just be looking to poke some more holes. However, they've just taken all their main hole pokers off to save them for upcoming games, not injure them, not work them too hard.
5 seconds.
And this game is over.
And that's the game, guys. Thank you all for watching. The final score, 15-6, Mountain Vista. Amazing playoff win, advancing into the second round to play Arapahoe. In the quarterfinals for the Colorado Lacrosse playoffs, Regis will be facing off against Chaparral. Cherry Creek will be against Columbine. Today, the winner, Mountain Vista, will be playing Arapahoe, and Colorado Academy will be against Ken Denver. This should be a great playoff race this season, and Mountain Vista should be able to advance one more round after Arapahoe's probably defeat. Once again,
the main offensive MVPs of this game, we've said their names too many times, but with good reason. Cam Hancock really picking apart and poking holes in the Dakota Ridge's defense and in the net, it would seem. Thus, he's been nicknamed the hole poker, making some amazing snipes, amazing looks. And Jake Covett, he has scored, I think it was 4 times this game. 3 of them.
Impressive.
5 times this game.
And 4 of them were backdoor scores, Kyle.
Backdoor scores. Again, the dynamic duo just cannot be stopped. Backdoor scorer and hole poker. Now, have you ever heard of anyone more powerful in a duo together? I think not. So, from all of us up here, this is Kyle.
And I'm Dylan Eford.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Have a great afternoon and sleep well, drive safe.